Well, hello and welcome back to Anoxia. It is a station building game, resource management, stuff like that, turn-based. So it's not very action oriented, but the first thing that comes to mind when starting the game, there is nowhere an option to switch the volume. So you have to do it via Windows. This is an annoyance and a grievance I have, so I'm putting it out there right off the get-go. I played it for a wee bit just to figure out what it is, because from the description I kind of thought, hey, it might be, I don't know, Frostpunk or something like this. But it's a little different. I mean, yeah, it is dystopian, you're kind of just digging into a volcano or something like this. So let's jump in there. I have played a wee bit around with that, but we're going to start with a new game. Yes, I don't care if the current progression is lost. I learned a few things, and yeah, kind of just looking through this. You have this three character, this one, physiologist, help injured and sick people to return to work, special ability, underground medicine. He might be interesting because you have a limited amount of crew, so you can get people back, get people basically back into working order. You have the geophysicist, innovation points, discovered research, +1 technology points, so you start with a technology point. Interesting. Special ability, demagnetize. That is quite good because you kind of get the things out of the way. And this one, studies insect and spending innovation points, can gain technology points in the laboratory using obtained DNA sample. Pheromone contact. I have no clue what to make of this, but you kind of have the two red ones, the one green one. We don't want to get too difficult, so we're picking this one, and yeah, then we'll see you at the station. That we name Scratch Post. We're playing this on normal. Yeah. The International Transatlantic Mining Corporation sends mining exploration expeditions to the deepest of the interzone. Main objectives, exploration and petroleum production. Do you want to receive tutorial tips as the game progresses? Recommend for the first playthrough? No. We're fine. We survived this. This looks like a giant ember. I mean ember as in tree sap, just with blood and stuff like that. There's another wee bit of gripe. You don't need these types of eerie sounds to make something appear scary or stuff like that. Amidst the incandescent bowels where jets of hot solution once surged up to the surface through rifts and cracks permeating the earth, now metal machines roar and oil workers toil. Apart from the extreme radiation levels, constant earthquakes, unbearable temperature and pressure, these people eaten away by ulcers, burnsides, and silicosis will have to face physical anomalies and creatures dwelling in the deep. The extraction must continue at any cost. Sure. Sector K8, 2,580 meters. Seismic activity, 48%. External temperature, 35 degrees. Signs of biological activity not detected. Background, 20 microsieverts. Crew alive, 100. Yeah, the crew alive part, one of the things, that'll be a little bit tricky. The question is, are there events where we get more crew? Stuff like that, so not particularly sure. Chapter 1, Wounds of Earth. Okay, let's see what we can do here. The station reached the sector surrounded by impassable rock formations. Miners held their breath. They keep silence and look around, fascinated by the unfamiliar scenery. It seems none of them have been this deep underground before. How much more to drill, and how deep they gotten already? This all feels danger approaching through one. No one dares confess it. Fear starts creeping in their guts, but it's quickly swallowed by greed. Okay. The one thing that I'm looking here is, what do we have? I mean, I can put it here. I can put the station here. Just putting this one here. And we're anchoring the station here for now. I kind of want to have a look. There's just this one to crack. Okay, cool. What I'm doing now is I'm using the drill because there are certain stones that I can open up and certain stones I can't. So these ones around here I can't drill through, so I'm kind of just getting the station here. I do have actually the money to upgrade it already. Though this early on it really does not make any sense for me trying to upgrade the station. Just because it costs me too much. Now, we don't get any petroleum, we make some energy. Actually not too bad what we have here. When we lose oxygen, we lose energy a little bit. Days left before a powerful earthquake. Okay, activate station to reduce radiation. That is this one here. I could cost me some energy. Probably should be doing that. Build a generator to restore power supply. Okay, so I'm getting the tooltips anyway. But yeah, getting the power generator there. We do have here somewhere a resource that is called time. I have yet trying to figure out where I get this time, but hey. Who knows? Distilling reduces less radiation. Can also reduce the temperature here. Okay. The lack of sound bars makes stuff like this very, very gnarly. Okay, I have that. We also need oxygen rather early. We also need a refinery, but that has some time. So I'm kind of just keeping this here now. Getting these two, digging these out. So let's start that. We're losing oxygen, we're losing energy. Damp, muddy rock, hot fumes below from everything. Metallic hum pressing the ears. You can hear water dripping, tattered electric wires crackling, the sound of welding mine shaft, dirt and dust sparring. Search for a suitable place for the station continues, but the tension is... And it is about to get resolved. Activate the radar in the station. Okay. So, that is interesting. This seems to be sitting always at the same spot. So this might be scripted. Mrs. Arab Station is named means Pond of Abundance. The entrance is sealed. Caution, work approaching mysterious and magnificent structure, freckle with crackles, rust, and waving of once colorful ligature. The blast doors shut tight, won't even budge. The workers are waiting, obedient for orders, blankly at the Islamic ornament. And for the mechanic. We do have a mechanic, so she's kind of out now. Getting the filtration system on there. So you also have to assign them each day until you hit there on the next week thing. Okay, let's see. I'm now making some oxygen. And water is kind of slowly dropping, not much I can do about it. My fuel goes up, petroleum doesn't change. So what I want is another fuel production here. Yes, it kind of will cut into my oxygen production and my energy production, but that is fine. I do have enough of those. That one is running, that one is running. Right, I can switch on the radar again. Again, not too happy with that I don't have any sound levels. Do we have sound levels in here? No. I don't even have settings in here. Okay, they want me to turn on the evaporation to reduce temperature and radiation. I can do that, that goes once per day. Problem is that now costs me an awful lot of water. Rank 2 allows increase the rank and unlocks innovations, stuff like that. Okay, so this one is building, that one is digging. We have this one here. Can't really spend our technology points, so we leave it as that. And yeah, so you kind of just start to figure out, okay, let's try to get everything at least positive or in balance. And as soon as you have that, you then kind of just say, okay, cool. We try to improve things. So yeah, let's get going. Okay, Grant, I found a suspicious tunnel. Suspicious tunnel source. There's not more that I have here. Just this one. Which is Grant. I mean, hey, having a suspicious tunnel is probably not hurting us at all. Let's clear this tile. Let's look what this one has. Means Pond of Vandals, the entrance is sealed. Turns the good news, the door is open. You are mesmerized by the dried gasoline stain on the left side of her shirt. The entrance to the Pond of Abandons is open. You can abandon your post though. Someone else has to lead the rescue operation, but who? We decide this later because we have neither. Though we can check here. When do we get when? Harvester is the foreman. Drilling rig is down there. Gasbohrung. Is that a German game? A laboratory required. So yeah, we definitely want to get the laboratory and a harvester as quick as we can. Escape is not closing that down. That kind of sucks. Okay. So I'm sending in the drill here. I think I can get around this way. I need the drill also for here. Now, obviously, I'm a little bit out of my way there. I get that. And use some petroleum to get there a little bit more in the refinery. Make 110 per day. Where else we're sitting? That costs me an energy. Cost 20. That is worth it. Activate this one and then send this one to reduce stuff again. There we go. Now there we have the drill. This one we need other people for it. I want to build that right now. Because I also want to upgrade the station if possible. Okay, cocoon. Protein coat, slimy, warm, the touch to the throat, rhythmic and smell of rotten meat. Make to burn them. Classification insect. It takes some stuff each day. Okay. That is troublesome. So we can use that to fire upon the cocoon, because we don't really want anything to kind of hatch on us, especially if those cocoons are at least as large as a house. So yeah, we don't want that. Okay, what I'm doing now though is I'm upgrading. Yep. Need to build a laboratory. Grant. I sent this one down here. Don't have space yet. Really? Stop that. Okay. Anyway, I do have these things. I'm building another one of these converters. It'll cost me some more oxygen and stuff. But the second one, energy. But having the amount of fuel, the energy here, is probably grand. Because a lot of stuff costs energy. And having that at hand helps. I mean, this is also just something where I can just, hey, I'm hitting this. What now? I think I just caused a problem. Well, that button wasn't the best button to press. It destroys a generator. I have figured that out the hard way. Okay. Let's go through here. I have very, very little water. That is not a good one. Hydrocelium. I find a lot of weird stuff down here. Hydrocelium, mutated mushroom with a white coral egg and bloody tooth at the same time. The foul odor of rotten meat and vibrates suspicious. We can just clear it out like this, which is grand, so we take this. The cocoon is still alive. It just takes some of my oxygen. I'm not a huge fan of that. So we should be able to take this. It didn't do much. Okay. Down here we now have cleared 2 more tiles out. I can get a petroleum harvester here. This looks like a petroleum rock, so give me that. And with this we have a lot of energy. And I'm also building a laboratory here that we then finally can spend this point. And static sound again. I'm still losing water. Not quite good. But the rest seems to be running all right. So I do have some petroleum there. That is grand. And we also did get the energy. Don't have the foreman. So I can't really get rid of this yet there. But yeah, let's kind of build the harvester. Having that going on there, remove the rock dump. And with that being said, hey you, can you shoot this and finally get rid of that? Perfect. Now we have the eggs gone. I have no clue what to do with this tunnel. When you have a lot of rock debris, can we not just yoink it in there? Yes, that is the professional comment there. Right. Also now can put this. Allowing to produce a small amount of energy. Grenade volleys. I want to go with this. More energy and rat filters probably after that. So our energy is now back to producing, which is alright. Can I upgrade this one now? I can. I'm using some more oxygen there and some more energy. That is alright though. I do have some buffer there. Water is my problem. I need water from somewhere. Which, I mean, do I have anything where I could get some? Okay, I can turn petroleum into water. I have not really access to both. But petroleum, I do have a reservoir here, so I can deal with. So let's upgrade this one. And, yeah. That is drilling. Can I go further in here? Mesmerize with the gasoline. Yes. I can send the chemist. Let's send the chemist, because why not? And continue. Innovation unlocked. What are you? The worker is caught under a drilling rig. His leg is crushed. He doesn't want to amputate it. Antibiotics and put a cast. Let's see what happens. Gangrene and died of sepsis. Apparently it did not heal by itself. I mean, he wanted it. I'm not. Nope, it's on him. It's on him. Okay. This will cost me a huge amount, but with this I also get another free tile. Damaged drill rig. Underground lake. Okay. That solves our water problem, I think. Oh, am I going the back? I'm putting the the pump here. Perfect. The harvester is going to use this. Yes. More petroleum and heat. I can use that here. Can use this here. I really should keep in mind to add these things. A little bit more, but we can grab this petroleum. Now, we are at 50, so we are far away from the problematic temperatures. What is with this one? Your crew discovered a drilling rig. It doesn't belong to your expedition. Did someone beat you to it? No one's answered the shout. Monitoring beep of a radio beacon can be heard in the dead silence. Anybody there? But this is another expedition that is kind of interesting. The red light of the beacon eliminates the collapsed drilling rig. A drill bit is stuck in the bedrock. The hull is damaged and one of its tracks is beyond repair. The airlock is hermetically sealed. It will take some time to open it. Do you have the time? Or... Okay. I'm losing oxygen per day. I should have checked that before blowing things up. But that would require me to think. And a lot of times I don't do that. Now, refinery... What does oxygen? Oh, that one. No, bad one. Okay, with this, I'm increasing that energy per day 30. I can do that without increase my oxygen output. Escape not being back is still a weird one for me. We have the... So you kind of just can do a lot of things over the day. We now have those 2 expedition. Let's see what else is going to happen with those and focus on that. You can disable the camera shake. Yes, I already did that because I fucking hate it. Now, only this one, but you're going to drill this out. Now, let's see what we have. Let's go for the expedition. A mysterious area station. Yes, we have that already. The interior of the station is astonishingly luxurious. Gilded arabesque panels inlaid with gemstones. 2 broad stairs covered with embroidered carpet that now soak up the dirt from the miner's boots in the center of the lawn. Above a dried-up fountain stands an enormous tree. It's a guff tree. It's dying. A marble plaque at base heads as like a locust emerging from its lava. A man awakens to a new day where every step is an ancest, the light of supreme truth. Well, let's check upstairs. Only empty living quarters. Eventually you find a spacious meeting room. Nothing like the pathetic closet tower station. A round window looks out onto the central round on the desk, covered in dust, soot, and cobwebs. We found a topographical map of a logbook, obtained as data. Incredible. There's a whole ocean of oil beneath us. The vast reservoir doesn't appear on our maps, but it has a name. Getting a radio signal. Ruined cabin is abandoned, no one dead or alive. Most of the documents were incinerated in the explosion. The part that survived turned into a wet mess during the extinguishing. Mayday light still flashes annoyingly. One of the miners turns it off. Retrieve the data recorder. Sure. Okay. Okay. Grant, we can do that. Refined petroleum in the refinery. That is this one. But yeah. Let's see what else is happening there. We get another point, and I'm going for... I want less radiation. A second drill would be nice too, but that's not in the cards right now. So you are going to the harvester, you're going there, you're going there. And you're going there. Now, what I'm doing here is grabbing more of that. So the petroleum goes up. And use the pump station from a nearby lake. Is there someone I could assign to the pump station? I don't have someone for the pump station. That's bad. Oh well. Let's grab that. This one is automatically. Okay, auto filtration, so that should happen overnight. We're grabbing water from the underground lake. Yeah, we're getting there. And as soon as we have this underground lake pumped out. We probably can go up to the turbo pump and get that all sorted. I'm not too sure how that works, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. All petroleum from the reservoir. I didn't push the button, didn't I? I cannot go downstairs, so going up first. Remove the downstairs option. Okay, just because I did play a little bit beforehand, there is downstairs something. So if you play the demo yourself, go there. I'm not going to spoil it for you more than it does, but I can now remove this and turn this also into valuable real estate. No. Let's get that one drilled out. 100% certain that that runs for another one. The pump is there. Oh no, I can't. Okay, there is a pump there, but doesn't matter at the moment. What now? No converter detected, so it's the boiler that does that. Okay, okay. Got that, got it. Yeah, a few things kind of just trying to figure out there. Is exhausted until it can be upgraded. Was for free from the workforce from other jobs. Okay, so that one is exhausted, but I can still turn this one back on. Or upgrade this to then get more petroleum and stuff. And it also gives me water, which is actually grand. I guess the water pump is working similar then. So that's grand. Physical cost, temperature, kitchen cost. Okay. That generates heat. I have a positive energy there, but that's apparently not enough, so we're upgrading this one as well. Okay, let's see what is in there. We get a new character. What is this? Human screams and white noise intertwines with radio waves. It appears that the drill belonged to some kind of mother station. An Arab one. Apparently it remains unclear whether the people went to and why they decided to leave such a valuable equipment behind. However, a set of coordinates in the sector KM18 have been tracked. Most likely that's where they are stationed now. Really, game? Okay, we have an acid snail. We all don't like acid snails, so what are we doing with acid snail? We're aiming for a shell or a head or whatever. That's nasty. That will take some time to build. though I should. Do I have anything else? A petroleum bomb. It's true that it costs me petroleum and stuff. Underground explosion ejecting petroleum in a random position. No, we're not doing that. Exhaust, high voltage. Not much I can do there. But I'm taking this one. So I can upgrade those. They still produce even after I remove the dead resource tile. That's cool. That is actually cool. So let's prepare this. There's the acid snail. It's probably going to hurt one of my refineries. Not particularly sure, but hey, let's see. How are we looking for resources today? Looks splendid. There's an explosive in a free tile. Crystal cracking. Maybe it's attracted by that? I don't know. Radio towers and outposts to hit multiple targets with grenades. Okay, I have this. Now, it is important for me now to also utilize the drills. Okay, that takes some time. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Operating from the reservoir. The reservoir is gone. Hey. It doesn't react. Oh, and as soon as I click somewhere else, the fossil thing disappears. So after a drill activates, the first thing that I need to do is to hit the events. Okay. The acid snail is still alive there. Blind creature that navigates by sound, devours everything that moves, leaves behind an acid trail. That is something we don't like. Okay. Would you mind being there for today? There we go. We got the snail. Perfect. Ugh. That one was annoying. Cheerful music, why not? You all deserved it. Now, this is going on. We have this. We might want to repair here. And, yeah. let me figure out what else we can find. Now that we have actually gone a little bit further, did a few more things, I also found another cocoon. One of the things that I have figured out that is actually quite curious, I mean, you can use this one. It just costs me petroleum, so I don't really care too much about it. But with this one didn't really take any damage. But if I am now assigning this guy here, I'm getting the grenades. Those are doing fire damage. Yes, they cost me a bunch of energy, but now that this is burning, they are just dying. And they are getting turned into a rock dump. So that's actually quite an interesting small little mechanic. So it really matters if you kind of just look through here with the different ones. Where are we? Where it just says, hey, it's damage type fire. Okay, grant, cool. Damage type physical. Stuff like that. So that is actually quite curious to keep that on mind. Another thing that I figured out is I do have a wee bit a pingy thingy here. A pingy thingy. Yeah, that also sounds. They just show me points of interest. So there is stuff that I can open up, which is curious. And yeah. You kind of also need to keep an eye on what's going on over here, because sometimes just stuff happens and then, yeah, something gets destroyed. I mean, I even lost a whole bunch of people here just because something fell down and one of the things exploded. I don't know if it was down on health or stuff like that beforehand, but looking at that, it could be that they lose durability here and there. So maybe something to keep an eye on. Or maybe even kind of a thought to kind of have stuff like this somewhere else. Apparently these things tend to explode, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, it just hurts the people one way or another. And when this one went up, everything was damaged, so I don't really think it's a distance thing that's going on. But yeah, that is a Noksha station, where you kind of just go forward. I think there is a lot more to the game. I find a few things really, really interesting. There's a few new takes there. And you just go ahead. The people are a resource. You will lose some here and there. And some of the events can absolutely suck, so you can lose people there. I don't know if you can get people back in, but I haven't found a way yet, so there's that. But apart from that, and from the sounds, because there is no way to regulate the sound, I'd say it's actually quite an interesting game. The demo, I think, is still out. It still has Steam achievements, so if that is something you want to have a look at, yeah, it still says play the demo. And if you kind of want to say, hey, this guy in the video just did something absolutely stupid, I'm doing it better, go for it. And yeah, enjoy. As for that, I don't really have anything how do I put this? I don't really have any other points where I would say, hey, that needs some improvement. It is a little bit a different type of game. It's a little bit slower. It is round-based, so you can just kind of take your own time here. And I find this rather curious. If you kind of want to have a slow little one, you don't really mind the whole sound thing. I know that they are going a wee bit for a horror vibe, dark colony sim, stuff like that. Could have just done with atmosphere, but I guess that's part of the whole thing, so yeah. Apart from that, I'd say thanks everyone for being here. I hope you have a good one. And that's what I'm talking about. As always, play it nice and keep your claws retracted. Till the next time, everyone, have a wonderful